Hi, welcome to PleasantSims. My name is Cindy, and on this channel, I tell stories in The Sims and help you improve your gameplay. Today, I'm starting a brand new Sims 3 series on the channel called Snapshot Stories. In each episode, we'll focus on a different family or single Sim in a different Sims 3 neighborhood, playing through their stories, drama, and mysteries. A few days ago, I asked my viewers on YouTube to vote for the sim I'd be playing in Sunset Valley today, and Agnes Crumplebottom won by a long shot. So today we're playing her story. And here we are, arriving in the beautiful Sunset Valley, which personally is my favorite Sims 3 world. I think I'm most attached to the Sims in this world out of any of the other Sims 3 worlds. It's kind of like Pleasant View in The Sims 2 for me. So we're going to start with Agnes Crumplebottom, who lives over here in the well-to-do area of town on a beautiful vista lot. And her bio says Agnes Crumplebottom hadn't even changed her last name to her husband's when an unfortunate accident on her honeymoon ended the marriage. Between her growing bitterness and her husband's ghost scaring away gentlemen callers, only the bravest Sim would ever try to win her heart and fortune now. So Agnes is a fascinating character in The Sims 3. She lives alone, a widow, mourning the untimely death of her husband Erik Darling. She's heartbroken, bitter, alone. Her story is very, very sad, but we're gonna try to turn things around for Agnes today. She lives in a large home called August Moon, which I think is a beautiful name. Unique and austere, restrained modern architecture distinguishes this whitewashed view home with vaulted ceilings throughout. But the house is sadly filled with memories of her late husband. Let's go ahead and take a peek inside and I'll show you the saddest part of all. Here we are outside Agnes's beautiful home, and she's walking up the stairs here, going inside as we start the game. Over here in the side yard is the grave of Erik Darling, her late husband, and his ghost will be haunting us, I'm sure. But even more sad than the grave of her husband next to her home is on the second floor of the house that they had planned to share together is an unfinished nursery. Agnes had dreams of becoming a mother, having a happy family, but unfortunately those hopes were dashed when Erik died. But it's possible she could still have the life she always dreamed of if she's able to get over Erik and recover in time. She's 6 days from becoming an adult. She is still a young adult, so she still has plenty of life left. She's a loner, a bookworm, a hopeless romantic. She's grumpy and frugal. Her favorite color? Spice brown. Her lifetime wish is to become an author, which suits her very well since she likes to spend most of her time secluded in her house over here on the cliff, and writing is a nice hobby for her to keep her busy and occupy her time. And here is the bottom floor of her house, which is quite beautiful. This is a really huge, nice house that she has here. She comes from generational wealth, and I'm sure Erik Darling must have also had some wealth to contribute to the purchase of this home, and she has 20,000 simoleons in cash, so she's not hurting, and she has no need to get a regular job. In The Sims 3, Agnes is very recognizable. She has this hairstyle with the blunt bangs on top and the dark makeup. I actually think she's very beautiful for a Sims 3 sim. She's definitely unique looking. And in this episode, y'all, we're gonna try to give Agnes the life that she's always wanted and always deserved. Agnes decided to put an easel out on her deck so that she can look out across the water as she paints. And if we look at her skills, she's already a level 8 in painting and a level 6 in cooking. So she's well on her way to mastering the painting skill. While Agnes is painting, I quickly wanted to go over her family tree as well. Her parents were Simon and Prudence Crumplebottom, and her sister is Cornelia Goth, who also lives in town with her husband Gunther and their son Mortimer Goth. Now Agnes doesn't really have any friends besides her sister Cornelia. Cornelia's been there for her through all of this, everything that happened with her husband, but she's just such a loner. She doesn't really get along with anybody else and just stays secluded here in her house all the time. As she was painting, she rolled a few more wishes to learn the writing skill and take a class in the writing skill. I think it would be a really good idea for her to get out of the house and out in town, so we're going to send her down to take a class in the writing skill. To take a writing class in The Sims 3, you have to go to the business office, and it costs 400 simoleons. Luckily, Agnes has plenty of money. 400 simoleons, and a few short hours later, and Agnes has learned the writing skill. She's just standing outside the business office reading a book now. But actually, she wants to get started writing her first novel. She's very inspired after taking that class. She's also feeling a little hungry, so I think she'll go out to eat first. I want to try to keep her out and about as much as I can in the hopes that she might meet someone new. So right across the street from the business office is Hogan's Diner. She's gonna hop over here and eat alone for 12 simoleons. She's running. She is ready to eat. Oh, Agnes, no, I couldn't find her. So I clicked on her and I found her out back rummaging through the dumpster. You really have no need to do that, Agnes. You really don't. You have plenty of money. No need to dumpster dive. That's just her frugal nature, I guess. Nobody's gonna want to talk to you when you stank like dumpster, Agnes. She's not cooperating with my plan to find her a new partner. And a stink mask perfume was found, which she's gonna need after she climbs out of that dumpster. Okay, Agnes, you reek. So I guess you have to go home now. Agnes owns this super cute little car that she drives everywhere. So another lonely day for Agnes where she didn't talk to another single solitary human being. Well, it's 4 a.m. and Agnes is getting up super early today, and she has a wish to go to the summer festival. I think that would be really great for her. Maybe she could meet some people there. But first, it's waffle time. Well, the summer festival doesn't open until 8 a.m. She's got a little time on her hands, so let's get her started writing. She's gonna start her very first fiction novel, The Secret Life of a Degenerate Path. Perfect, Agnes. She also wants to buy a rocking chair, which I find to be kind of sad, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it for her. Even though Agnes is grumpy and bitter, I still think in her heart she has not given up on her dream of having a family. So I'm trying to find a good place to put this rocking chair. There's no good place to put it. We'll just put it right here in the unfinished nursery. Oh my god. And now she has wants to improve her writing skill and write a book worth at least 30 simoleons a week in royalties. So she's going to be working on her writing career quite a bit. The Secret Life of a Degenerate Path is going well. Submitting the last few chapters earned Agnes 8 simoleons. So Agnes has just arrived at the summer festival. She's going to hang out here. Maybe she'll do a little riding in the park and we'll see who she runs into. Well, Agnes decided to play a little soccer. Then she sat down to read. And now she is meeting local bachelor Christopher Steele. Oh my goodness, I don't care what anyone else thinks, I think you're hot. They have chemistry. What are the odds the first guy she meets she's attracted to? Let's see if they get along. So far so good. Are they gonna play soccer together or did she just leave the conversation? Like, never mind. Oh, he's trying to tell her a ghost story. Go listen to his ghost story, Agnes. I mean, that's one way to get to know somebody. Listen to their ghost stories in the park, why not? Okay, then he just told his story and walked away, so I guess there's an end to that. Well, Christopher came back over to talk to Agnes after a while. She went to the bathroom. She was just hanging out over here by the eating contest, and he's like, you know what? I want to go talk to that lovely lady again. And now she's going to make a snow cone. I don't think Agnes is particularly looking for love right now. I think she's still getting over her husband, but I'm glad that she's at least getting out here and meeting people if nothing else. And maybe she'll never want to remarry again. I don't know. But she's gonna have a good life, damn it. We're gonna give her everything she desires. And if she desires to eat that snow cone all by herself on this picnic bench, then that's exactly what she's gonna do. Well, she does want to light fireworks. That'll be a little bit exciting. Let's go launch these bad boys off. You can do it, Agnes. All right. Oh, awesome. I love that. Great job, Agnes. She's decided to join Christopher in a little soccer practice. I should have given her a different athletic outfit because that looks super hot out here in the summer heat. Holy crap, look at Justine Keaton over here. She is killing it on the skates. Oh my god, look at her go. Agnes decided to go skate. At least she's doing activity. She's trying to have fun. Despite her inner sorrow, she's trying to have fun at the summer festival. Oh, Agnes is deciding to call it quits and go on home. She's going to pull the car around. She's had a long day. She's hot. She is super stinky from all the skating and soccer and sweating in that sweatsuit all day. So she's going home. But hey, she met somebody. Even if they just turn out to be friends, at least she'll have somebody else in her life with Christopher Steele being an acquaintance so far. Once again, it's waffle time. Before she gets started working on her book this morning though, she's gonna hire a maid. This is a huge house that Agnes has to care for on her own and she could really use some help. Having a maid will free her up and give her more time to work on her novels, paint, and hopefully socialize. Now that that's taken care of, it's time for her to start working on her novel again. All right, Agnes's newest fictional effort, The Secret Life of a Degenerate Path, is sure to be compared to Breaking Wind for its bold verb usage and vivid imagery. Books can often be a miss just as soon as they are hits. Fortunately, The Secret Life of a Degenerate Path is already established as a hit. Agnes will receive 6 royalty payments of 50 simoleons. Awesome, Agnes. You're on your way to becoming an illustrious author. And she's been working very hard. She's up to level 3 of the writing skill as well. After finishing her first novel, Agnes rolled the wish to join the writer career. So now she's down at City Hall, where she's going to register as a self-employed writer. A professional writer knows that writing and selling books brings home the bacon. There's no time for writer's block or procrastination when a new breakthrough novel could mean the next big promotion. All she has to do is earn money by selling the novels she's written. And of course, now she wants to write another novel. And what better place to start working on your latest sci-fi novel than at the park with pop music blaring in your ears? Where's she going? Where are you going, Agnes? Oh, she's gonna go sit on this bench or something? I don't know. She's like, no, I have to get away from that racket. And she just simply walked away and refused to write. But oh my gosh, while she's in the park, look who I see over here. It's Christopher Steele. Will they talk today? She does want to play horseshoes with a sim, though unfortunately there's no horseshoe court at the summer festival. It's at the spring festival, so I don't know why she got that want, but since she does want to play something with another sim, maybe she and Christopher can have a water balloon fight over here. He is definitely the closest thing she has to a friend besides her sister Cornelia, so I definitely want to encourage this relationship anytime I can. Oh my gosh, I think Agnes is flirting with Christopher all on her own. I did not do that, and Christopher thinks Agnes is being flirty. She's giving him a pickup line, he's giving her a pickup line. I don't know. Wow, this is going faster than expected. I thought this would be way harder, but after they had the water balloon fight, they just started chatting and flirting with each other. And now he's gonna ask her for an extreme water balloon fight. Way to kill the mood, Christopher. Way to kill the mood. Well, it's 10 o'clock. It's a full moon and it's hailing, so Agnes is getting the hell out of Dodge. She had a nice time though. She spent a little time with Christopher. They're still not friends yet, so who knows where that might go. Oh no, Agnes is being burgled. Wake up, Agnes. She is not gonna put up with that. Robbie Bland is here trying to rob her. Burglar! Okay, I know she has a burglar alarm, so I'm not gonna worry about trying to have her call the police, because he's gonna trip it as soon as his dumb ass comes in here. Yep, there it goes, Robbie, you idiot. This is like the worst house you could try to rob, but also the best, because she does have a lot of expensive stuff. Here's the police officer, Eugene Hunter. Come on, Eugene, get this criminal out of Agnes's house. Get him! Get him! Agnes is like, how dare you try to burgle me? Yes, the police officer won. Arrest this man at once! Get him out of my sight so I can go read a book and listen to my soothing classical music. Agnes just rolled the wish to have her first kiss. Well, she's already had her first kiss with her husband, Erik Darling, I'm sure, since they were married, but she wants to have her first kiss with another sim. So she rolled this wish while the police officer was here. Maybe she's got a crush on him? I don't know. Let's have her talk to him before he leaves. He just assured her that everything was okay with the house, but it doesn't look like they have any attraction for each other. I think she still kind of likes Christopher Steele. Tomorrow, we'll try to make that first kiss happen for her. What time is it, Agnes? That's right, it's waffle time. Agnes enjoys her solitary waffle time every morning. Now, we've got to get you ready, Agnes. Get in here and take a shower. We're trying to get kissed today. She's gonna head down to the summer festival again because every time she's gone there, she's ran into Christopher Steele. No sign of Christopher Steele at the park today. He could possibly be at work, but let's have her call him up and maybe invite him out. Here comes Christopher to meet Agnes at the park. Let's cross our fingers that things go well between them. Well, she wants to have a water balloon fight, so I guess we can do that. Their chatting's gone well so far. Argue? Oh no, she's arguing with him. Oh my gosh, Agnes. Oh, Christopher thinks Agnes is being impolite. That's her grumpiness and her bitterness. As soon as she starts to get close to somebody, she has to push them away. Come on, Agnes, embrace this. He really likes you. Somebody in this group has some unresolved issues. I think I'll get out of here before the fighting starts. Oh my gosh, so he left the group because she was arguing with him. Wow, Agnes. That didn't go well. But they're still continuing to talk. Let's ask about his career. Let's try to participate in the conversation, Agnes. And he is a repairman. They're definitely not on the same social status at all. She is high society, very wealthy, and he lives in a tiny little house and he's a repairman and doesn't have much money. But you know what? I don't think money matters that much to Agnes. Okay, she's being friendly again and discussing his work. Oh my gosh, she wants to kiss Christopher. Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. She wants to kiss Christopher for the first time. I mean, I don't know if we should try it yet, honestly. I'm a little nervous. Maybe we should just try to flirt a little bit first, see how that goes. Because she was just yelling at him a minute ago. She was just pushing him away. Now she's bringing him close. I know, Agnes. I know the feeling. I do the same thing. All right, she's being flirty. That's going well. Compliment his appearance. Compliment his athleticism. She's like, I like your big muscles. Looking good, Christopher. Looking good. Oh yeah, and somewhere along the way there, they did become friends as well. Amorous hug? I'm going for it. She is a hopeless romantic, which means other Sims will fall easily for her romantic advances, so that's good for her. First kiss, yes! Aww. Yay! And she learned that Christopher is a great kisser. She wants to learn 2 more of Christopher's traits, so she wants to get to know him more. Okay, well they're getting romantic here. I'm trying to get to know you, Christopher. Oh, I guess we better ask him if single. I'm pretty sure he is because I have story progression on snail pace, but let's just make sure before she gets her heart broken. Yes! Agnes learned that Christopher is single. Agnes had to take a break from flirting to go to the bathroom. I hope Christopher knows what he's in for because Agnes can be kind of a difficult partner with her grumpiness and tendency to argue. But she's also a hopeless romantic, so she's very loving. She's a good but difficult partner, kind of like me. I can relate to Agnes in so many ways, y'all. So while she's at the summer festival, she's making herself a snow cone to cool down, and her sister Cornelia is calling. Probably to find out how the date's going, or the meetup, I guess. It's not technically a date, but in true Agnes fashion, she just completely ignored the call and decided to eat her snow cone in peace. We'll have her call Cornelia later. So after a little more flirting, Christopher is now considered Agnes's romantic interest. I think she's starting to feel like maybe she could get over Erik and move on and meet somebody else and still have the family that she always wanted. It's not too late for her, even though she may have felt like that in the past. But most of the time, all she really wants to do is work on her novels and read alone in the park. Leisure day is here and Agnes wants to throw a pool party. The problem is she doesn't have a pool, but maybe we can throw one elsewhere. And this would be a good way for her to socialize, get to see her sister again, and also get to hang out with Christopher. She does still want to get to know him more. She wants to learn 2 more of his traits. But first, it's super early in the morning because Agnes is an early bird and she always wakes up at like 4 a.m. So she's going to work on a new novel. She's starting a sci-fi novel called The Quantum Malefactor. And she just got 14 simoleons for submitting her first few chapters to the publisher. So I think this is a good stopping point for her. Let's see about throwing a pool party. So she's going to have to throw the party at the community pool, and she's going to pay for exclusive access because she has the money for it, so only her guests will be allowed to attend, and it's going to cost 480 simoleons. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't count as a pool party. It's just going to have to be a destination party, but you know what? We're fulfilling the best we can right now. So dress code is going to be swimwear, and of course we will invite the Goth family, Cornelia, Mortimer, Christopher Steele. She doesn't even know Gunther for some reason. Eugene Hunter, who was the police officer she was talking to, her maid. I mean, we'll just invite everybody she knows. Why not? We'll see who shows up. The first guest has arrived, her maid, Kate Pistachio, who immediately booed her when she arrived. Eugene Hunter came, so did Scotty Oliveras. I don't even remember, I don't know how she even knows him. Fiona McIrish is here, and River McIrish. And look, it's Christopher, he's here. She's gotta go greet him immediately. Oh, here's little Mortimer Goth. Joining the party. And look at Agnes over here becoming a social butterfly. She is so out of her comfort zone right now. But ever since Erik died, she's trying to do more things out of her comfort zone. She wanted to throw this party to try to get to know more people because she realized how alone she was after her husband was gone and she had no one left with her except for her sister, who has been very supportive. But she wants other friends too, and maybe even a new boyfriend someday. Oh no, she's starting to argue with Christopher again. Oh, just when things were getting close. She does it every time. Like, she just can't get there. Every time they start getting really close, she argues with him and pushes him away. She wants love again, she wants a relationship again, but also she's scared and she's resisting it. So she's feeling very uncomfortable now because there's too many people around. She knew she was going to feel like this when she threw this party, but she wanted to try and do it anyway. She's just got to get away from the crowd now and go take a swim alone. There, splash Christopher. Get him, yes. The party kept getting better and turned out to be amazing. Agnes Crumplebottom is no stranger to hosting parties, that's for sure. Well, actually, she is a stranger to hosting parties, but she did a great job with her first one. So the time has finally come. Agnes is inviting Christopher over to her house for the very first time because she wants to get to know him better. And he says sure, he'll come over in a little while. Oh, Christopher is here. Christopher, go where are you going? He went around the wrong way. Here he comes. And they immediately get flirty. She's feeling kind of hungry, so I think she'll serve some lunch for them. I'm gonna have her make some sushi. He was waiting outside in the rain. He got all soaking wet, but he's having a plate of sushi. That'll make him feel better. Help yourself to the sushi, Christopher. And they're not even gonna sit in the same room to eat. That's great. Oh my God, she just asked him to sleep over at her house. Okay, she did that all on her own. I did not direct her to do that. Thanks for inviting me over. I'm really looking forward to spending the night at your place. Okay, Agnes, you might have jumped the gun on that one. She's like, I just want you to stay over tonight. Hold me tight, Christopher. It doesn't technically have to be in a romantic sense, but that was just a weird way to go with it, Agnes. Oh, this is so awkward. So Cornelia called while she was chatting with Christopher, and I assume she's telling Cornelia all about how she just invited Christopher Steele to stay the night at her house. Well, they've taken things up into the bedroom, and Agnes wants to woohoo with Christopher. So, you know what? We're gonna let it happen. And I always do risky woohoo. They're both super tired, but I guess they have enough energy left to bang. It looks like despite everything Agnes has been through, she's still managed to find love again. She managed to get over Erik. Even though I know that's always going to be a, sad thing for her. She loved him so much. So she's never going to forget about Erik, but she decided to move on with her life and meet somebody else and try to find happiness again. And not let bitterness rule her world anymore. Things are definitely going so much better for her now than when we first started playing her. She has a romantic interest. She's kissed him. She's woohooed with him. She's thrown a party and went out and tried to socialize, get out of her comfort zone. She's working on her novels, working on becoming an author. She's in the writer career. So she's really on her way to having the life she deserves. Now, I really wanted to make these Snapshot Stories a single episode, but from playing this, I can see it's clearly going to take me 2 or 3 episodes to get where I want to go with Agnes. So join me for the next episode when we will continue to follow her until she reaches ultimate happiness, okay? In the next episode coming next week, we'll see if Agnes's relationship with Christopher works out, or if she just wants to stay single and continue working on her novels, or if she can become an illustrious author and have a relationship and maybe even a family someday. And also, I would love to hear from you. If you play Agnes Crumplebottom in Sunset Valley, what do you do with her? What has happened with her in your game? I would love to hear your stories. Put those down below in the comments. Maybe you'll even give me some inspiration. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think of this series as well. You can also follow me on social media if you'd like to see screenshots from this game and my other games that I play. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The links are down in the description box below. And also don't forget to follow me on Twitch, where I stream 2 to 3 times a week, The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Cindy, and I will see you with a new episode very soon. Bye!